All right. So what are we doing?
Are
Chilling
they
in the Don't
platform
Fall
boots?
in Tavern. What are we gonna do? What are we doing? Everybody's eating
Well,
food.
first we're gonna eat.
Yep. Now you are done eating food. It was delish. Tay,
Delicious.
Can I
Celine
take
has
10
a
on a
huge problem right now.
what? That she can't bathe in the shot glass of cider?
No, it's not that. It's that that
Because she's still
particular batch of
sober.
Cyber was 40 proof.
Cyber. What?
I heard cyber as well.
Oh,
You did say cyber instead of cider.
did I? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was
Really?
thinking that you were like, oh, Celine's got a major problem right now. She's not drunk yet.
She's cybering.
Yeah, she's cybering somehow. She's sexting.
She's sober. I think you were trying to say sober and cider at the same
No, I was
time.
trying to say
because I
You
cider.
look
started
over
saying-
and she's. You
Do
look
I
over
have
and
to
she's
make a
just got a little.
constitution check?
No, I mean unless you had more than one cup.
You look over
I
and
think Firu would have stopped. Would have.
I don't think he would have cared.
wouldn't Tay have stopped Celine? Because Tay can sort of feel as Celine gets
Yes.
drunk.
But the problem is, like, Celine had her normal amount, and then it hit. Like, boom.
She kind of guzzled it.
So she's
So she drank the normal
sexting-
cider amount, but this was stronger. This
She's
was an
sexting on her little astral messenger.
yeah.
That Minotaur's number.
She's sexting on her sending stone.
When did you get that, Celine? What are you talking about? It just vanishes.
Yeah. Uh,
This whole time she's had like extra dimensional storage and just won't share it with anybody.
exactly.
I'm just excited to get my.
Well, I
new
mean,
purse.
she obviously does.
So
I mean,
you guys
she did
hear,
bring out that lollipop out of
Sab-
nowhere.
Specifically, you overhear some people behind you talking more about the executions tomorrow.
I think I'm interested in just seeing who they're going to be executing. I don't want to watch it happen. I just want to see who's getting charged for
So
it, pretty much.
Who's getting? Oh no! I didn't want to say this.
What?
She gets there
he
just
was
to
acting-
ask.
Okay, so who's getting headshot? Like, ah! Like Sada would freak out. She doesn't.
So you
Sada
hear
doesn't like blood
that it's gonna be death
or
by
dewy
hanging.
death.
It's death by hanging,
Okay,
and
so a little
So
blood.
it's just gonna go thunk as their necks break.
yeah, and
Thank
then
you for the sound effects. Totally needed.
they're basically they're having 60 or so in the middle district, and then
60?
there's 3 or 4 dozen up in Skyway
Jeez.
that they are executing tomorrow.
They
In
catch
relation,
that many people.
in
that
relation
Just out of-
to the
Just out of
Emerald Claw
curiosity, are there
terrorists.
are there actual messengers or shouters or
There are sending stones, but they are expensive, and really,
No, I mean I
Harold.
miss
Harold.
Yes.
oh yeah, town
Yeah,
crier
who-
and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have they been like shouting these things as we've been going about our business today?
Possibly, but like it was muddled over large crowds and stuff like that.
Okay.
If it was done so today, it was most likely earlier on in the day, and you guys were kind of busy with the whole.
So glancing
Cave
glancing
thing.
back over my shoulder to the people who are talking about it, what does their group of folks consist of? What do they look like?
Two of them are in Wargrave University outfits, and the other two are just regular folk.
Are they close enough that it wouldn't seem like we were eavesdropping if Sab had just turned around and just been like,
Nah, it's a
"Oh,
good
what
20
are you?"
feet.
Oh, so they're way over there. I thought
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were at this one right
No, they're
here.
a couple tables away.
Okay, so that was one of those like ear flicks back to hear 'em.
Exactly.
So Sab will just say, "It sounds like they got a lot of people they're dealing with tomorrow."
I wonder if that was
Celine's just like,
all these are
yeah,
people were
they're gonna get fucked up. Shh.
Well, do you think we should go check in on that or anything like that?
I want to know
Do we
How the
Do we
crap they
know
got
who's in
that many
charge of
unless
that
it
stuff?
was?
You do
Well,
not.
we
You could find
screwed
out.
up their plans.
We
We
did.
screwed up their plans, and they had to flee. And last we saw, there were like, what was it, a half dozen airships going after their one.
Yeah.
So they probably had to make a choice. We can get the heck out of here, or we can pick up our guys who are still in the city. And while they did go after us, it wasn't like they kept it clean and were only going after us. They were starting a bar fight with a ton of mages.
Yeah.
And at some point, the guards had to show up, and we know that the guards have magical equipment too. So, based on how widespread all that was, catching about 100 guys doesn't seem incredibly far fetched.
Mm-mm. Not in a populace as dense as New York City.
Honestly, I mean, it would be a good idea to get a look at who these people are, but we should not actually stay for the execution because I have this really bad hunch that something is going to happen during it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can I
I
get-
don't know if they have I don't know if they have a listing of the people that they're executing somewhere, and I don't know how to ask that.
If there's
Can
a
we just-
hotel or like an inn nearby where they're holding them, we can stay in a room there.
So, guys, just saying, is anybody gonna get me anything to eat?
What do you want, Lamont?
Can you eat?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I get carried away with this
I
whole
can
bar thing. My bad. I can't.
I can put some alcohol on a towel and rub it on you.
Did you used to be a person?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Do you ever remember getting drunk?
No, but I feel kind of funny after I take a lot of energy. Like everything's lighter.
Sam doesn't like that talking like about that stuff because it sort of reminds Sam, you're some weird magic thing.
You're some
You just got up and walked away.
demonic life-sucking energy bow.
Sandra.
But
Oh no, Sab didn't have the cider. Sab was drinking mead. Only Celine got cider.
Yeah, Celine got cider.
Plus, Sab has a way higher constitution score than Celine.
Tay's feeling pretty good right now.
Ready-
a little
ready to
stronger,
say
a little
that.
stronger than what you normally have been.
So we go to check out some executions.
I might be doing so.
We're just
Not
gonna
Sounds
today.
kinda nice.
So
we're just
Sab's,
gonna
Sab's
see
gonna try
who's
and call
getting it.
Jay over. Jaya over.
Okay, Jaya comes on over.
Have you, just out of curiosity, have you heard anything about these executions that are going on for the claw?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be tomorrow morning.
Is there a listing of the
Accused.
What's
accused?
that gonna help?
No,
We don't
I'm
know
pretty
anybody.
sure that they're gonna call out the accused as they are there on the stand.
Okay, so
Do
they're
you
not
know-
like displaying them or anything like that.
I've got a better
What was
question.
that?
Do you know? Did you? Oh, go ahead.
I was saying they're not like displaying images of them or anything like that.
No, not
Okay.
that I've seen, anyways.
Did you hear anything about a big black airship
Oh,
getting taken down
uh, mm. No.
or get chased out of the city?
Mm-mm.
A lot of things happened that night.
Wasn't
Sab.
it? Wasn't it a black
Mhm.
airship?
It was.
If anything, would the more I guess higher up ones be executed in the higher up areas of the city?
Yeah, they said something about they were taking down the elites in the Skyway or something.
Did they say? Is there anyone who's in charge of it? Is it a certain house that's in charge of this going on, or?
No, this is being performed by the Crimson Guard.
Oh shit! They got the Crimson Guard doing it. They the
Do you
big
know where
guys.
the local Crimson Guard office or anything is?
There's not a local office. There's only one citadel for the Crimson Guard,
I ain't going.
and you'll find them in Hope's Peak.
There's
Or,
some
sorry,
good-looking guys there.
you can find them in Dagger Watch. My bad.
Do you not
Oh, what?
remember how good-looking those guards were?
They were some pretty good-looking
I
guards.
know.
I tell you.
And, Dagger Watch is in Upper Sharn.
Okay.
But I don't think they'd
It's, like,
want to be
directly
accused of
across.
Sagittary, so.
All right. Hey, I got a question. Since we're not long for this, do y'all want to use our GM hint to see if we should go and watch that or not?
I think I'd be okay with that. We get one a night, and we haven't used
Yeah.
it yet, so.
So you want to know if it's a good idea?
Yeah. Is it a good idea to go watch that?
I don't see any real issue with it. Tay
They'll
Tay has a
probably have a
valid
lot
point
of
of like
guards.
something gone crazy,
Right.
but
But they're going to have a lot of guards, and they're going to expect something might happen.
If the Crimson Guard is holding the executions, they're gonna be well guarded.
And if the Crimson Guard are overwhelmed, we are so screwed that it doesn't matter where in the city we are.
Yeah. I think we should find like a balcony or something to watch from. That way we're not in the crowd.
So,
I mean, yeah, I
So
mean, I don't have a problem
in
with that.
addition to that GM hint, does that include whether you can tell us or not whether there will be really good security on that place?
yeah, it's expected.
Okay. All right. Well, let's figure out where we can. Oh, well, just ask her while she's here. Did they say there were specific areas that spectators could be at?
Yes, in Skyway you'll be, from what I remember, is that it's in the Azure, and for the Middle Wards it's gonna be in Sword Point.
Where's the
All right.
Asia?
Thanks.
Sword Point is directly west of y'all. It's a garrison, and Azure is the bottom
Oh,
half of
okay, I
Skyway.
see. We want to go to the top ones though.
Oh, Garrett had to step out for some
An appointment.
personal stuff, and he'll be back, and we'll be playing Sword Coast when he gets back.
Mhm. I'm so excited to play Sword Coast. It's like I've been addicted to it.
Oh,
for the
all
past
right.
week.
I got a replacement now.
Yay!
How many more levels have you
yay.
used, Zeta?
Not many. I've tried a few different classes, is what I was doing.
Okay. So I was like, we're gonna get in there. Zeta's now like level 19.
I think my ranger that I remade is only like level 3 or 4.
So,
Alright.
as you guys are sitting there, Lamont goes, "Oh, bad feeling."
Ah, perception. I'm on guard.
I'm gonna do a perception roll as well.
Elves can't be ambushed.
That is terrible. Celine, go ahead. Celine's drunk. Never mind. I'm not even gonna bother.
Seda and Sab.
Oh wait, let me roll for Furies real quick.
Fears is still just noshing on those delicious vegetable rolls.
So Seda and Sab, you notice a tall figure, kind of like standing hesitantly at the door, talking to the one of the people that's carding people, bouncers, I guess. They kind of raise their voice a little bit before stomping off.
Did I see a flash of long blonde hair by any chance?
Yes.
Yes. Alright. Sab's gonna send him and say, hey, I think that may be the person
Time
we
to
were
go,
looking for.
Furu.
Come on, Tay.
Bad feel.
Wait. What's wrong, Lamont?
No, something not. It's not right. Something's not right.
Should we stay? Should we go?
I wouldn't go if I were you, but I mean, I guess I can always get a new owner.
No, I like you.
I wouldn't mess with it. We don't have our normal weapons.
Just
Sam's,
ask
Sam's
the
got that new
bouncer.
battle axe. though.
If anything, you could just ask the bouncer.
I
Alright.
think we should go back upstairs the other way.
We'll go ask the yes.
Yeah,
The
you're
door of the
within
bouncer
sight of
is
this.
like right here, right?
Yeah.
Was there some sort of trouble there?
Yeah. A person's been trying to get back in here ever since Tug was killed, saying she wants to come see him. She wants to make sure.
She.
Yeah.
You sure it was a girl?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
She wanted to see Tug.
Yeah.
Does she not know he's dead?
Well, I've been trying to explain that to her, but she keeps leaving.
What's she look like?
Long blonde hair, kind of tall. Light colored
Elf?
eyes. Couldn't quite. Yeah, definitely.
Were her ears back or to the sides?
Pointed through the hair.
Did
That's
she
not
just
the-
take off on a skiff somewhere?
No, she's going down the stairs. She's right. She went right around the corner.
Just be careful.
Spoiler, it's actually Sada's
That's why I'm
mom.
here.
If
Alright.
everybody else in the group hadn't told Sab not to, Sab was gonna go anyways.
Yeah,
But
now I'm
since
really
everybody
nervous.
since everybody was like no, Sab was like, yeah.
Now I'm really nervous, so I want to go to my room.
So looks at Lamont. You have some sort of danger sense or something?
Ooh, I don't know. It's just like a gut feeling, I guess. I don't, you just feel it in. Oh,
Do you
You're
recall
right, I
it
don't-
being?
I don't have a gut. But you know what I mean, right?
Do you
Intuition.
Feel
I
it in my
guess, but
fibers.
do you ever recall having these? I know you can't remember your other owners, but did you always have these sort of feelings before?
Oh hell no!
Do you
I would have
have
let that
any-
other owner die. Freaking no.
But did you ever have these sort of feelings before that you can remember? That
Well,
you
yeah, like I knew when I was in trouble, and by effect, my owner, I guess, would have been in trouble or something like that. I
and
guess.
that's what you felt this time.
Yeah, like there's that. There was something not good coming. It's gone now. I can't sense it, but there was something not good.
Sada's acting like
Sab
she
is troubled
looks
by this.
like she's one of those girls at a slumber party that doesn't want to participate in the scary circle, in the scary story circle.
Sam's like,
Oh man, you know it'd be so good right now. A fluffy waffle.
You what?
I'm just saying it'd be really good.
I don't even know what that is.
But you can't. You've not. I think I'm done with today.
I want to go to bed now.
And some of my arch enemy's blood just covered in it.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
no, it's a
I
joke.
don't-
It's a joke. I mean, like I'm talking about maple syrup. You get it? It's
like steps past fear
a
and
maple
like,
tree.
Steps past fear is like, look, if you need that fucking thing cut in half, I've got an axe now.
I heard that.
You don't have ears. Shut up.
I don't need ears.
Well, fine. If you act up and mess with my friend, I will see that you are destroyed.
If I do anything, it's my owner's fault.
Yeah? Well, it'll be your fault shared if you don't keep her from doing something that's going to hurt her.
I can't stop her. I don't have arms.
No, but you got a mouth, as we can tell right now.
All right, so if the stranger danger is cleared out, I want to go to my room.
Yeah,
Ada
yeah, you
decided
go.
to
We can go to
touch
your
his
room.
bow.
That's fine.
He got
Just no
tired of
more
the bow
bows.
Sitting in a lost and found.
Don't put any
And
bows on
for
this
some
bow.
reason,
I
Seda
won't
was
put
like,
any
yes,
more
I'm going to
bows
touch
on
it. And so
They're gonna
it
have to touch
de-aged
everything.
Seda. And
It only took off 175 years.
Well, it decreased her by an age category.
And a size category.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I'm really tiny now.
cause and effect.
All right, so that person's nowhere to be seen now.
we're going upstairs. They went downstairs.
All right. Is anyone else
Oh,
hurt,
geez,
or is it
terrible.
just me?
What's that?
I'm perception.
Seda, before you go, since
Mhm.
as we go across the sky bridge, perception.
Mm-hmm.
Seda is, or Tay is paying way more attention than Sabra is.
Tay and Seda noticed
Well, yeah, she's kind
somebody
of
on
alert.
a bridge kind of far away, just like wind blowing in the hair. Hair blowing in the wind.
Is it long, luxuriant blonde hair?
It's too dark to tell, but it is definitely long hair.
Are they just standing there
Yeah, watching the bridge.
watching our bridge?
Just point. And just keep walking. Just
Why are you pointing
them
at
out.
them?
I'm like, just pointing
Hang
at
on.
them.
I might have a spell
saying.
that lets me.
How far away is the other bridge?
About 170 feet. They're just standing there, like you can tell they're looking your way.
I feel like you keep doing this just so it's out of message range.
Yeah.
40 feet shorter and Tay could have talked to him when whispers.
Oh man. Where's like a clear sight or something?
Well, you have dark vision.
I do.
But it doesn't allow you to see in color. And it's also
Yeah.
limited to about 60 feet.
Yeah.
It's all freaking dark vision is like the Vin Diesel movie Riddick.
Mhm.
A long blonde wind blowing in a chilling hair. My breeze
All right.
shifts ever so slightly.
So do they
Yeah,
do
I
they make
can't.
any reaction? Do they make any reaction at seeing us? Did they
Mm-mm.
notice?
Nope.
Just kind of staring as we continue to walk up there. And I'm like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're staring at us.
Or they're just staring at the bridge?
They
Come
shut
on.
up. Don't get so full of yourselves. I'm just looking in that general direction.
You ain't that good looking. Damn.
Alright, yeah,
am
I ain't
putting
got
my
nothing
smile
to
away.
that,
I was trying to figure out what's wrong with the front of that horse.
All right. So we go inside.
All right.
It is late at
And
night.
like triple lock our
Yeah.
doors.
Jake is just sitting there like, I'm so tired.
Seda, do you still have any spells for today?
Ooh, I do. I can give him a good feeling.
Maybe if you give it to me. I'm down by about 14 hit points right now.
Quick, let's make that more. Enemy!
And don't use the bow. Actual spells.
I can
Sam don't like that bow.
It's fine, I don't like you either. Shit.
what?
Good.
Oh. Dream Feast makes you feel like it lets you have a really, really good sleep.
Can't you just cast Cure Light
Doesn't-
Wounds?
How long do you have left on your shift today?
It's a double. I have to work till tomorrow morning.
So that would not be a good idea.
I don't think there's anything that keeps him awake. Don't wait on me.
We are waiting on you.
Don't.
We're waiting on you.
What
Do
am I
you-
doing?
What are you doing?
Do you need us to get you something from downstairs?
That
Me
would
no,
be
Trevor.
amazing.
What do you want?
Freaking coffee and some food. Here's some money.
It cut off. I didn't hear what you
He said,
asked
"Here's
for.
some money."
He said coffee and food, and he handed you some money for it.
All right,
Don't worry
I'll go
about
get-
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it. Is that person still staring from the other bridge?
Hang on.
Sab is shot off the bridge.
I was about to say, I'm gonna give Sab Sanctuary.
Which does what?
What is that?
Opponents attempting to directly attack the warded creature must attempt a will save. Like, you can't attack and creatures can't attack you.
Okay.
I gave you guidance before you walked out too.
It's okay. I was just joking.
I could
You
I could
go
just
over
use
and you
help.
get some
Someone's staring at us.
You go over.
But instead of using that, I could use help.
Oh, well, after you leave instead.
All right.
I'll just do
so
that then.
I'll go get some coffee, and they're special. That'll probably be what, silver and some copper.
Yeah, just call it a silver.
Aww.
Who just rolled? What is that?
She healed.
That's his heel.
Why can nobody ever heal me?
I forget.
She goes, and it's time to feel better. So you come back with some food and coffee. Nice steaming coffee.
Here you go.
They're talking to Jake.
Coffee.
He says,
Give
"Thank
it
you
over to
so
Jake."
much." It just kills it.
Like with a rock or something.
Yes, I'm going to kill him with like
Dead.
a rock or something. Yes.
All right.
Tiger.
I think
Um,
think we're gonna turn-
Tiger.
what?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I want to place a war in front of my room.
Sab, did
I
I
don't-
already heal you
What the
today?
hell?
Don't worry, I got
I
you
don't
back.
know.
Did I already heal Sab today?
Yes, 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You healed him once in the caves. Still that same
Okay,
day.
so it's still that day. All right, well I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a heal check on them, so maybe they'll heal a little faster.
Yep, Zan, indeed. Alright, so Sab will gain his level plus, or her level plus 1 hit point. As we move along to the next day, nobody's attacked or anything like that. It's the day of the executions.
Let's go to the Skyway.
Let's all go to
Let's
the
go
It
there
costs
skyway.
a gold
Let's
to
all
go to
go
the
to-
Skyway.
Shit, for each
Whoa.
person. or
No, for
probably-
a taxi that'll go there.
Okay, well,
All right.
all of us is fine.
Guess I'm covering it again.
You know I can cover these things. Just ask.
Silence.
La, 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 la.
You find yourselves standing in a crowd of rich folk, artisans, guild, craftsmen, and
No, we were
merchants
go-
alike.
We were gonna try and find like some place that we could see and hear, but that's sort of off to the side, so we're not
Well,
amidst
Here.
the vast
This
majority
is where
of
the
folks.
executions are being held, around this lake. So it's
What
a
lake?
vast open park.
We're still in the end.
Damn it.
You just really want us to be at the end today.
You're stuck there for life.
Well, I mean, we would have been stuck in the embassy for life if that skiff didn't come.
Can we chill over here next?
Old man
since
Bart's
we're in the
still on it.
park? Since we're in the park, can we chill like next to or under a tree?
Yeah, sure. All right.
The tree suddenly lit ablaze.
So they begin to hang on. Let me mute here. They begin to
Why am I back way down
Announce.
in health again?
oh, that's because it's a different page. There you go.
Okay, there, I
I
fixed
didn't
it.
copy paste, yeah. So they start going off and listing all these people's names, and in the crowd, they're like, "I had no idea he was with them," and so, and then like they'll go to another person's name and just basically go, "Oh yeah, they were having a spout or something between the two of them," and one called the other a agent of Boromar, and so they did some investigating, and now he's up there for execution, and keeps on
So
going.
it's not just
Yeah, it's people.
it's not just Claw. There's also some Boromar.
Or sorry, not Boromar. My bad. No, it's supposed to be Claw. I said the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, good. Eat it, halflings.
no. He was just accused for being part of the Emerald Claw. Freaking, I had no idea. It's really weird.
Do we
Especially for somebody
recognize
that owns a shop.
anybody up there?
Why can I see everyone's health bar but Sabbath's?
Because you're special. I don't know.
It's the same for me.
What about now?
No, I can't see it.
It says all players confused, so I don't know.
All I see is Fear, Seda, Celine's, and mine.
That is so strange because it's listed as, but what? I have no idea. I'm gonna uncheck it, save it, and then check it again. Oh, I know why. Wrong bar. There you go.
There it is. Your health is
There.
still not full?
Nope.
No. I have a lot of health.
Do you need to use my healing hex on you?
No, let's save your 2d8 plus 5 for later.
Okay.
I'm only 6 down.
Sam.
Okay.
All right, so they keep going on and basically says that this was an agreement by Sharn's political council, and that any proven members of the Order of the Emerald Claw to be found still in the city will be executed on sight by either beheading or hanging.
By either what or hanging?
Beheading or hanging.
Or hanging. Okay.
And you see a bunch of Order of the Emerald Claw people kind of keeping everything in check. As you look around, you see them basically standing
The
on
Order of the Emerald
small...
Claw are keeping it in check?
Oh, jeez, I'm all... yeah. Crimson
I was about
Guard.
to say, we
yeah.
need to get the fuck out of here.
Crimson
know.
Guard is keeping everything in check, and they're standing on small skiffs here and there. Some people are on floating discs, just keeping an eye about the park.
Is there at least one airship on patrol?
No, there's no airships in sight that you can see in the immediate vicinity. Not full-on airships. With that said,
And
of
yet
course,
they
there's
know
plenty of crying and all that jazz, both from the crowd and the people about to be executed. And
Do we recognize anybody
no,
that's about to be executed as any of the people we fought?
not a single one of them. And as they go and list each of the names, and people comment on them, once they get to the end of that list, which is 47 people strong, they look across and announce loudly that they pronounce them all guilty of being terrorists of the Order of the Emerald Claw.
Wait, are we on a balcony?
No, you're under a tree.
No, we're under a tree.
And Sega's gonna turn around now.
We hereby declare you guilty and sentence you to death. Thump, 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 and they just go pull the trapdoor levers all the way down and let them hang. It's a gruesome sight. And nasty
Nice.
sounds.
Cover
Nice.
Looking, can I do a perception check?
Mhm.
That's probably not enough to see anything. Where are the guards positioned,
All over the
like
place.
in relation to the crowd?
There's
So
some
what
in
is-
front of the
do any of the-
crowd around the.
What's the general feel of the crowd? Seem like?
There's
Are
audible
they more-
gasps and then loud cries, as obviously some people's family members were up there.
But nobody, like, there's nobody in the crowd cheering or anything like that. And also, my other question is, were any of the people hanged? Were any of them halflings?
No, none of them were halflings. They were all they were a mix of races, but none of them were halflings.
Were there any halflings with any of the Crimson Guard members?
What do you mean? Like anybody's just standing there, like watching on? No.
Yeah, were there weren't any like
No,
overseers
no,
with
there's
the
no halflings.
Crimson
Instead, there's
Guard?
halflings in the crowd, but like there's some of them that are crying and stuff like that.
Mhm.
No, because of the general tone, you don't hear any real cheers. You do hear some people like, yeah, that's what they deserve, but it's under their breath and kind of reserved.
Did any of them look like they didn't actually belong up there?
That's too hard to kind of pinpoint because they all look
Yeah,
like regular
'cause-
regular people.
Oh, well, I thought all the Emerald Claw people had like a mark on them.
Mm-mm.
No, a few of them had that on their clothes, but none of them had it on them.
Yes, I mean some people had the tattoos, and you did see the tattoos on some of them, but there were plenty of people without. It was a majority without. It seems like the elite or the more active ones would have had the tattoo.
Aren't we at the ones with the elites?
Yeah, but not all of them were elites.
Getting elites?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's that for that. So, is there a Crimson Guard member near us anywhere?
Yeah, they're kind of patrolling and keeping the
Can
crowd
I
a certain distance
can I
back.
sidle and like talk to one quietly?
Yeah, sure.
So, just out of curiosity, we sort of saw some of that crazy stuff going on during the festival night. Did y'all manage to catch or shoot down that airship that was over near the bank?
I recognize you. Were you the... And him. You and him. I saw you two falling. What the hell was that? That you did with the... I saw that.
That
sounds
sounds
genius.
like. Well, it was mostly the Centaur's idea, but
Well
we
done.
were yeah we were just trying to get out of there, and they shot our skiff out from under us.
Hey, yeah, it was a wild night
So-
indeed.
So I was curious, did y'all manage to catch those guys?
The ones in the airship? No.
Yeah.
They eluded us.
Did they just hightail it out of the city, or did they just vanish, or what?
So I'm assuming you don't understand fully how the airships work.
No, not really.
Okay, well, so Sharn is in close proximity to another plane that allows for better flight. Our airships are much bigger than the Corsair that they had, so once our airships got a certain distance away, we slowed down regardless of our elemental strength, whereas theirs was able to keep going. It was a smaller, lighter vessel with the air, basically with an elemental that's the same size as our own.
Okay, so
At
they
least
just
in power.
managed to outrun,
Yeah, it wasn't close.
but they did
not
get,
even close.
but they did flee the city.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
He kind of mutters under his breath.
shame.
It seems that they had a bit of a turnabout. Some of us, they won't let us check because we're stuck here in the city, but some of us have reason to believe they headed towards Trollenport.
Why does that sound familiar? Isn't that where?
That's where Xanthos is.
Yeah.
To say.
That's where Xanthos went to retire to.
Can we send a letter to him?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
So while we're still talking, so most of these the guys that y'all caught that night, then.
Yeah, most of them were. Some were caught the night after,
Just-
or during
just
the
out
day
of
after.
curious.
Some people started coming forward about this person and that person being tied to the people that attacked randomly. So I guess they were pulled in and tried as well. It was a really swift trial.
Is that really unusual for around here?
Well, I mean, something on this scale is never happened before, and not since the war. So I guess it is unusual,
out
but
of-
these are unusual circumstances.
So, did you?
By the way,
manage
you
to
guys are
catch
kind of
any
like
of
walking
those-
around as he's patrolling and keeping an eye out.
Yeah. So did y'all catch any of those halflings that seemed to be? I think they might have been involved. I don't know. There was something going on when they shot our skiff out from us. There's a lot of halflings around.
No, the Boromar, they used this as a way to do something. We don't know what yet. There's something supposedly missing from a vault in the bank, but that's such a. I mean, there's stuff missing from the university, so that
Do you,
they just took advantage of what was going on, and that was too
so
small
you
for us
don't
to
think
care about.
you don't think the Bormar knew ahead of time?
Do you have any
I
idea
think
what
that they either one had an idea or two just happened to use it, or it was just coincidence. I don't. Then again, I don't have the whole picture, so that's something my
do you have any
upper.
idea what was taken from the university?
You're still at the tree, aren't you?
Oh, I thought I was walking around with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
you
just said.
did
You guys
come.
are walking with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting.
Yeah. It's nice just to talk with normal folk instead of the guard all day.
And so I'll be like, I think you're the first person that's called us normal.
Well, you haven't talked to much of the guard. Anyways, be safe.
All right. Try not to have a bad day.
I'll do my best.
All right, y'all ready to get out of here? Go see if Garrett's building bullets now.
Slept in. That's why
I was building bullets in my sleep.
Yeah.
He's
So,
just-
welcome back, Garrett. What was Tay's question? I missed it. I thought I answered it.
What was today's question?
I don't know. I thought I answered Tay's question.
Oh, yeah, you did. I was
Okay.
asking if they knew what was taken from the
Yeah.
university.
Okay. Yeah. So they didn't know. So they arrived back.
It's interesting that
Garrett-
the university's not telling anybody what was taken.
You missed something that happened to
What
Seda.
happened?
No, you
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you were there. You're good.
Yeah.
You know it's Seda's younger now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn
Oh.
shame.
They gathered some clues. They found out that it was an elf that was talking to Tug, and there was just a mass execution of around 100 people, some in the Middle Ward and some in Skyway, that were tied to the Order of the Emerald Claw. So they had found a bunch of the people that incited terror on the Wild Night Festival, and people that were related to what the Emerald Claw was doing, and executed them in public to make a statement, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty serious about their McCall now.
Yep.
So now I'm gonna call Coca-Cola in public.
No.
Well, it wasn't allowed in public anyways, but they just made a statement basically. So, and
And they said anybody who's part of the claw gets executed on sight now.
yeah, anybody found to be on part of the claw, basically, is either put to death by beheading or hanging on site.
Nice.
Yep.
So if you had any plans to get an emerald claw tattoo, now's the time to scrap those plans.
And I'm trying to figure out the fastest way for you to get a message across to,
Sheltonport.
yeah.
Can we hire somebody to cast sending?
That's what I was about to say. Actually, one of the houses is one that's all about sending.
Sending is it one way communication?
Pretty
is it
much.
two-way?
It depends on the sending. So let's see here.
How far away by airship or lightning rail is Trollenport?
Just a second. Okay, yeah, it's House Civis that does all that. Let's see, Trollenport. Does it go there? Checking it out real quick. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. You have to You have to basically follow a travel road from Sharn over to Zilspar and then to Trollimport. So you actually have to travel by foot.
I thought we could just take an airship,
Oh, you can't. You can pay for an airship.
but we get free airship.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Me get free airship.
Yeah, you could probably get there by day. Or
Would it
you could
be-
get there in a day.
Is it faster to go there, or is it faster to send a message?
So
We're
you can
trying to
use
pass this.
sending. It's an expensive one, but it's the fastest. So you contact a particular creature that you're familiar with and send a message of 25 words or less, and then they can answer immediately. That's 250 gold. But it's immediate.
Yeah, and this seems like a time sensitive thing because that was a little while ago.
That's a lot of money. But here's the question. He's still. Who was it that he worked for? Lyrander?
Zamp.
So he works for Lyrander.
No.
They-
He
they
worked
run
with House
the
Orion.
lightning Orion. We might could talk House Orion into sending the
Yeah, it was
message.
a Lyrander airship.
No. We might could talk House Orion into sending the message since they specifically might know that he might be a target if they're actually going out there. So can we go or when are we stopping to do Swordcast?
Soon.
Okay.
The JPEG.
Could we go real quick and go talk to some folks at House Orions?
Sure.
All right. Is that another couple silver?
Yep. La-la-la-la.
How many silver?
Just a couple. 2.
All right. Also, yeah, I've got a a great axe now, so I'm not
Yes.
completely useless if something happens.
Max.
Hey, a legit barbarian.
Yeah, except it's an elven great axe, so it's got
Oh,
like
okay.
scroll work of flowers on it, and it's got
It's all
tassels
fancy.
and
It's all
beads.
Yuck, it's gay.
It's really frou frou.
Fancy. It's got a lot of finesse involved.
Zeta
Yuck.
loves it.
Finesse
Yeah.
greatsword.
Okay,
They
so
put attention to detail on it. Ew.
we're over at House Orions now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's there? Anybody we recognize?
House Orion? No, nobody that you recognize.
All right.
Just some
What was the
regular
name?
representatives.
Okay,
What was
so
the name of the representative from House Orions that we spoke with?
You just spoke to House Orion reps. There was no names.
is there somebody we would need to speak to about getting a message passed along to someone who was lauded as a hero for you guys?
Your
It might be time
Best
sensitive.
bet. The secretary's kind of like pausing and thinking.
Scooter.
When you guys were with the train thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the best I could probably get done is like sending, but at like half the cost or something.
That's still better than nothing.
Is this a secretary who's talking to us or a representative?
It's a rep. Sorry, it's a representative. Only because the cost of the materials is still quite high.
That's still.
Oh, you
better
don't have
than
anybody on staff who can cast it?
Ooh, you still need the materials to cast it.
Wow.
We have somebody that can cast it, yes, but
Is the person who can cast it? Is that somebody who do you know who you remember Zanpo? I mean, if you remember us, do you remember the gnome Zanpos?
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one we were wanting to get in touch with because we heard from the Crimson Guard that airship that attacked the train and then showed up in Sharn a few days ago is apparently headed towards Trollenport. Last it was seen.
Isn't that more something you should be telling the Crimson Guard?
They're the ones who told us.
Oh wow. That's still I can't handle negating the cost of the components.
Well, how about we take a vacation and go to Chillinport for a few days?
Let's do it.
If they're already on their way, they'll arrive before we do.
They'll
by
arrive
far.
before we do. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying we're sent. It might be a good idea just to send it anyways.
It's 25 gold for each of us. How much does everyone have?
Me and Fury can do that.
I can do it because I
I
just
can-
don't care about money.
I can also do it as well. So that's why, Garrett, would you be willing to throw 25 gold
Hmm.
to
Garrett's
make
like-
sure?
It's like, how
Vampires
many
on the
bullets is
way
that going to cost me?
I
That's
was gonna
one
buy.
bullet.
I was gonna buy a fancy new suit and leather jacket to go with it. Fine, whatever.
All right, so we'll each pay 25. All right, we can do that. We can cover it. But we've got to figure out before we do this how long can the message be?
25 words.
Well, let's start writing. Somebody figure out a good message in 25 words.
The
So-
claw is approaching Cholimport.
Sab,
careful.
as they're doing this.
You may be a target.
Yeah, most likely Zan.
But I don't think
So
they'd go out their way
Sab's
straight
ears
to
Sab's
Amber to
ears
let 'em know.
perk up, and her tail fluffs out.
What the
I'm making
heck?
I'm making a perception check immediately.
Cyrus, what the heck are you doing? Cyrus?
Do I hear anything other than that?
Mm-mm.
Sab just mutters under her breath, something's wrong. Real quietly so that the representative can't hear.
And with that, we will end tonight's session.
On Fateful Whispers.
Yep. And we will, let's see here, do some math. So,
And those were all
Garrett?
things I had already thought about, Zan, but I'm pretty sure they would not have gone straight to Zampos. Zampos would be very much likely to be a target since he was directly involved
Zan
in
was-
that thing.
Zan was the only one actually named. They didn't name us, and they said that we
Exactly.
died.
all right.
So that's why I was saying there needs to be a message sent directly to him because he
So,
may need to GTFO.
Sab, Tay, and Garrett get 2,000 experience points.
Woo!
Nice.
Zeta gets 1,500. Fear gets 5.
How close is Fury to getting his level, by the way?
Probably not even remotely close.
But I thought he's technically level 1 right now, right?
No, he's technically
Oh,
yeah,
But he had-
4
he had a
level
level
centaur,
advanced.
1 level
okay.
yeah, 1 level
Okay.
fighter. That's how they work.
I was reading on
If-
some of that level adjust stuff, and it was so confusing.
Yeah, basically, if your game master says you can start off as a level 4 player, and they're allowing monster races, it means that you can start off as a centaur with no levels in any class. You just have 4 levels in centaur.
And yeah, Sab probably thinks that the Crimson Guard probably already has sent word to Trollenport, but we don't know what Trollenport's. Trollenport is their capital, right?
Is
Of that other nation.
is a gnomish capital, and yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So Sab, I'm replying to what Lord Xandred was saying. So Sab sort of expects that they did, but Sab doesn't care what happens to Trollenport. Sab cares about what happens to Xanpos.
Yes.
And Xanpos specifically, why would the guard of Trollenport tell Xanpos anything? Unless they knew that he might be a target, they'd have no reason to tell him, especially if he's retired. He's not a member of the guard or anything like that.
So, we'll get to the end of the night stuff, refresh everybody's hero points and the GM hint, and we will go with starting with Garrett. Something awesome while you were here. Something awesome that Garrett did. Because other than that, he crafted burrits.
Mm. Oh man, it would be cool if I did get to kill that goblin.
You mean the hobgoblin?
But I guess
How
whatever the thing was, it's goblin of appearance, but I guess upgrading to the repeater pistol.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. All right, Seda.
I got Lamont. That's all that needs to be said.
Yes. Tail.
I don't know if I did anything awesome.
That was
It was kind
Lamont
of
too.
quiet. It was kind of quiet. I don't know.
You-
Let
you-
Celine get really drunk.
You also let Seda touch. But
I got to dress up Seda.
you got to dress up Seda. Sab. Smart Barry and smarted.
again?
Again.
Well, I like the person with the lowest charisma score as consistently doing the most talking.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a bad idea at some point. It's going to bite us in the ass.
I think it's been biting you guys in the ass.
You might gain a point of charisma. Practice makes perfect.
Garrett, your favorite thing somebody else did.
I think yeah, say it again. The bow, he getting much younger.
All right, Seda.
That someone else did?
Yeah.
Sab went and bought the coffee.
That was the most epic thing in the world. Tay.
It was all.
I bet you had a theme song playing.
Garrett not having to be here for like most of it and got full XP for it anyway.
Sab.
The fact that Seda decided, you know what? I don't have any idea what this bow does with ally, so I'm going to shoot the already wounded Garrett.
Heck yeah. That's how you find out what
How to
stuff
find
does.
Yeah.
All
Even
right.
though Fear was like, shoot me, shoot me right now.
Yeah.
Hey, but it healed him.
All right. Garrett, what'd you like about this session?
Upgrades. We finally get to go
Upgrades.
upgrades.
Seda.
I am.
What'd you like about this session?
Oh.
Tail.
I like the withered old little tiny bow. And then he expanded after I shot him off.
All the information learned through Sabrith.
Yeah.
Doing all the
Look,
talking. Sabrith,
And
I was
Sab.
like, I would have asked these questions myself, but Sabrith just kept talking and talking and talking, and I didn't want to interrupt
No, I
anybody.
kept-
I was kind of like,
Talking
okay.
about- I kept pausing and looking at you guys every time, and y'all just like,
Nope.
nope.
No.
Sab.
All right, well, clearly I need to just shut up next session and see
No.
if everybody else can do it.
No.
I like that I'm no longer defenseless over the next few days, even if it does have tassels and frilly beads and probably
Sure about
has
that,
like
kid?
probably has like a mother of pearl hand grip on it, and it's just like
Yeah.
an absolute decorative piece.
You swing once with it and it just shatters. It does freaking piercing damage to everybody in a 5-foot square or radius.
Yes, Garrett got 2,000 XP for staying in his room and making a bunch of bullets.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
freaking awesome.
Mm.
Garrett, what you not like about the session?
That I had to leave halfway through.
Yeah, a sad face. Seda.
That as soon as I dropped off a weapon to get upgraded, I found a really good one.
Tay.
Rolling that beautiful 20 for no reason.
Sad.
This is didn't like how much money I constantly have to spend.
But you said you
You
don't
don't
care
have
about
to
money.
spend it. You gave.
Sam doesn't
you gave
care. I
no one the
care.
opportunity.
I think one of my favorite thing was Agent 7. Is there anything I can do better, Garrett?
Nothing I could think of.
All right, Seda.
I like the nights where we have it's like a role play night and
Mhm.
we have like a combat night.
Tay.
No. Just remember to swap the maps
Yes.
because
Okay.
we spent a lot of time in that. A lot of time in the hotel today.
That was a pretty sweet place. What would you
It
want to
is.
leave?
It's true.
Plus, we get to hear Garrett grunting and making all those noises in his room. Just
Ting!
Sad.
Ting! Mm-mm-mm.
Is that what we're on?
Anything I can do better.
I think we need more Agent 7. Just
More
even
Agent
even when it makes
More
no
Agent 7.
sense. We
That's
just
when
hear
it makes
Agent
the most
7's
sense.
voiceover narrative.
This campaign will now be narrated by Agent
Did-
7.
Did Daniel miss Agent 7?
I
He
did.
did.
Oh, you'll have to rewatch it. It was great.
And
Alright.
we were. I
He's
expect him
Sherlock
like
Hound.
watching the. You can go back and put a voiceover as we're sitting watching the executions. Agent 7 voicing over it.
Yeah.
Each one of them. All right. Garrett, what do you look forward to next session?
Actually using the repeater pistol.
All
That'd
right.
be cool.
Seda.
Bang bang.
Seeing if I could run back to the engineer and be like, here, wait, I have something better to upgrade my bag of holding.
Tay.
Next session?
Mhm.
I don't know. Having a bitchin' quarter staff, I guess.
All right. Sab.
I'm looking extremely forward to having a fuck off giant adamantine hammer
Nice.
Yeah.
that I can
Alright.
use to break doors, furniture, walls, anything.
And all the things. All right. Awesome. Well, with that note, we
Did
will
you
be
have me
back
muted?
for a little bit. Yeah. Sorry. What was? Oh.
Hey Garrett, this is Agent 7.
So we're going to be back. Let's see. Next Wednesday, because you guys are busy the 21st, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
have a bunch of company coming over.
Yes. Okay. So we'll be back next Wednesday. Not same time. It'll be about 7:30. We'll be back.
That's the day
Um,
before Thanksgiving, right?
So yeah, we might be doing. We'll be hanging out with Garrett Saturday night. So and yes, that's the night before Thanksgiving.
Okay. Hopefully I don't end up having to do much setup for that because it sounds like we're having it here.
Okay. Just let me know. All right, we shall catch you guys later. Actually, we're gonna be getting set up for our Sword Coast stream. So if you want to hang out, we'll be right back with Sword Coast Legends. So give us about 10 minutes to get set up, and we'll be back live with that. So see you then.
Use.